Vítor, commiserations. That was a tough night out there.
Yes, tough night, But in the end, proud of our players, proud of our supporters. They try. The players that start, they try everything. But to play the second leg away, we need every players in conditions. And if you look for our bench today, we brought three young boys from the academy. We brought four players injuries on the bench, and to compete was a pity, because to compete for this final, just with three subs to do it, in conditions to go on the game. And we take the risk with Murillo, and Murillo is not ready yet. Was very tough. Less one day to recover than them, because it makes a lot of difference. We try in Chelsea to rotate the team to be in conditions to play, but it was not possible. They play with a lot of aggressiveness. In my opinion, the referee permitted a lot of fouls without yellow cards, and in this kind of game, if they feel that they can do everything, is what it was a game the game went to a level that with the players that we play today, even some players inside with problems in risk of another to get another injuries, was too much for a game.
You mentioned your substitutes there, Vítor, the likes of Morgan Gibbs-White and Ibrahim Sangare appearing on the bench, Dan and Doy as well. But just from the warm-ups, it looked like they weren't really able to take much part. Were they, there for penalties perhaps, or something like that, if it went to penalties?
No. Even for penalties, just to give the energy that we need. Imagine, if not, we came to this game just with players from the academy. I ask them to be there with us to give us to try to give us the energy, but they are not in conditions to play. Morgan is not in condition, Sangare is not in condition, Danado is not in condition, Muriel was not in condition, but after Jair had problems and we risk a bit, but he's not in condition. Is a lot of play, all out. Callum out, is a lot.
You were still in the tie with about an hour played tonight, but obviously the penalty then makes it 2-0 to them. Any complaints about that one?
I didn't have a chance to see. But the penalty changed the game, because after the last minutes without what we did, we try to play with two wingers, Bakwa in one side and Omari in the other side. Jay start to complain about cramps, and in the end we lost our balance, and they scored more 2 goals, because we feel that we need to risk something to score a goal. And the result, we look for the result, and is tough. But okay, but proud of the way that of the competition, what we did in the competition. Semi-finals is not easy, and the pity. The only thing that I have pity is to didn't have the chance to come in this game with the full squad, with everyone in conditions to compete and to help the team.
I suppose the challenge for the club now is to make sure that they're back in Europe quickly.
Of course. But now is important to win this battle of the relegation battle, and after start to think to build something to get again the Europa League or the European competition.
That relegation battle not quite over. Big game coming up on Sunday.
After 3 days, this is something that I don't understand. We play 3 days ago. We play 3 days after this game. The teams without this kind of the European competition, they will play Monday. This is something that I cannot. And in the end, we have a lot of injuries because they are not machines. They cannot deal with this kind of schedule.
You also have maybe to psychologically pick them up, mentally pick them up after, because they'll be very disappointed tonight.
Of course. Today is a sad day. Today, but tomorrow we need to come back strong to recover and to compete against Newcastle. And I hope that our supporters understand that the players, they fight with everything that they try to but was not possible today. Was not possible.